Isn't it typical, everybody, when you go away for a break, you're drawn back to your channels? It's quite an addiction. It's like a heroin addiction, drug addiction, love addiction. It's an addiction. I had to come back because I came across a beautiful French song from an album called Adrenaline from 2010 by this artist. The artist is known today as M. Pokora from France. His song is Quand, même, which means in English, even so. The video you're going to see is a mix mash. I've put together this video called Memories for Sale, and it's an award-winning animated short film from a couple of years ago. But I felt after watching it, it needed a refresh. And within half an hour, I had the idea of putting the French song I liked from the album Adrenaline together with this video. And I hope you've agreed that it marries very, very well. And what it does to video, it's a very poignant video, as you will see when you watch it. And you will almost think this artist wrote the song for this particular video. It marries that well. Today's artist is very, very well known in France. He's called Mathieu Tota, artistically known as Matt Pokora and later M. Pokora. And he's a French pop singer himself. He's very well known for his catchy melodies, as you're going to hear, but especially for his smooth vocals. Pokora mostly sings in French, but he has recorded a number of songs in English. And in 2016 and 17, he served as a coach for The Voice Kids of France. He was also a coach in the 6th season of The Voice La Plus Belle Foix in 2017, alongside Florent Pagny, Micah, Zazie, were his finalists, and you need to check out on YouTube this artist. Lisandro Cuxi is his name, and he went on to win the season, and you'll see why. Fabulous singer, young at the time, and has done extremely well ever since. The meaning of today's song, Quand, même, is a very poignant song by today's singer and artist, M. Pokora. It features, as I've already mentioned, on the Adrenaline album from 2010. And the track delves into those complexities of love and relationships, capturing the bittersweet emotions that accompany separation and nostalgia. Hence the video, Memories for Sale. When you think of it logically, when we break up and we're feeling nostalgia, we refer to memories. Today we go onto our phones. In my day, we went to our little booklets of photographs that, yes, we produced in those shops, those chemist shops here in Ireland, and you went and you got them reproduced, the ones you liked, and you put them into the book. And the quick summary of the song is the song explores that enduring nature of love. The lyrics are simple. They're very moving because of the delivery of the song itself by M. Pokora. It's beautiful. It has a punch in it, a kick, where you grapple with your emotions. But one thing I loved about the visual I have matched with this particular song is that it's so poignant in itself, and that's why it's an award-winning animated film. It brings tears to your eyes. Now, the only thing I can say about the song itself is M. Pokora will be back on my channel. And why am I feeling so strongly about everything? Take a listen.
Alors c'est comme ça que ça fait mal. C'est sûrement parce que j'y laisse un bout de moi. Si c'est la dernière fois que je te vois, le dernier souvenir, c'est pas tes larmes que je veux voir, c'est ton joli sourire. Et si on se dit que c'est la dernière fois qu'on se voit ce soir, alors je voudrais que tu parles encore de nous, comme deux hamsters dont les rêves étaient mais quand même, quand même. Quand même. Je suis pas naïf, je sais que le temps nous effacera et qu'un autre t'aimera encore mieux que moi. J'ai toujours cru que nous deux on ferait mieux que les autres. On a choisi d'ouvrir les yeux, de fermer la porte. Et si on se dit que c'est la dernière fois qu'on se voit ce soir, alors je voudrais que tu parles encore de nous, comme deux hamsters dont les rêves étaient trop fous. Même si nos cœurs battent moins fort et qu'on n'oubliera pas nos peines, s'aimer moins, c'est s'aimer quand même, quand même. Quand même.
I have to say myself, I think that's an absolutely beautiful song with that video, and I really think it captures the emotions of what it's about. My summary of the song is as follows. It's about pain. The singer's acknowledging the hurt that comes with past love. And as he says, "L'amour de quand, ça fait mal." So this is how it hurts. Sets a somber tone. And it indicates that emotional love that is significant. The singer expresses that sense of loss. And from my own notes, what I felt was when I was translating the lyrics today, it's about part of themselves is left behind in the relationship. And we can all relate to that. Even if it's been the worst relationship in the world, what happens is it's a part of you is left behind. And whether it's good or bad, it either destroys you or makes you move forward for the future. And we've all been in bad relationships where it makes us cautious of the future, or disparaging between anybody trying to show us love again. In the video, it was about the loss of his mother, and we've all suffered that. His father turned to drink. It was the only way he could cope. And a young boy at the time trying to cope with it all has memories. But what was beautiful in the video was when he was sitting in the car and the photographs fell from behind the driver's mirror of him, the mother, and the smiles that they had. And what's beautiful about the video is it encapsulates that very well, even in the lyrics. So it's almost that this song was meant for the video in many, many ways, because you're expressing that sense of loss, suggesting to me that the singer left himself behind in that relationship. And equally in the video, when you lose somebody who is the nucleus of the family, like a mother, you also feel that sense of loss, especially when you're young. The sentiment of loss is emphasized incessamment parce que on boit de moi. It's probably because I leave a piece of myself there. Highlighting the deep emotional investment in the relationship the singer had with its past. With I was going to say person, but it could be past love. I'd like to put it that way. Now, as the song progresses, the singer contemplates the possibility of this could be the last time that, almost like a recognition in the relationship towards the end, that there was a finality coming. Didn't know when, didn't know where, but it was coming. And he said, in French, if this is the last time I see you, it's the last memory. And that proves it's evoking that sense of finality and that longing in any relationship. I also felt what was coming out of the lyrics was that sense of a smile, wanting to remember something out of all the hurt and pain and everything, something that brought a smile to his face. Equally in the video, when he pulled the driver's seat mirror down and the photographs fell on him, the mother, the father and him, happy times, were smiling. We all do that. We all go to a happier time or place. But then there's a lot of us that blame ourselves for relationships breaking up. Oh, it must have been me. I must have done this. I must have done that. What I've learned from past relationships is one was taken away from me in a fatal car crash, and the other one was destructive because of the nature of that person. It can come in many, many different forms. But the one thing I did go back on is that you look for something that made you smile. What was it? And in both relationships, it was the fact that I laughed and I smiled a lot when I met the people individually at the time that I did in my life. And those tears of happiness turns to tears of sadness for different reasons, reflecting a wish to focus on the positive rather than the negative as you move on, because it's about keeping the door open, this song. It really is. You can feel nostalgia, you can feel reflective. It's all about that. The video's about that as well. But it's about moving forward in life. And how do you do that? By keeping that door open to love, the possibility that it'll come again in a different form, shape. Not just for you. In the video, the father troubles become too much and he's in hospital, and you see him leaving his guitar in the hand of his father that his father had carved out for him and made for him. And in the song itself, we were left with the singer with oohs and ahs towards the end, fading away. And that's almost like when I read the lyrics again and I was trying to finalize what the lyrics were. It's about almost a juxtaposition, juxtaposition, two soulmates, as they say in the song, in the verse, whose dreams were just too wild to keep together. Obviously, he knew as a singer he had a different life than his, what he had to devote it to his music and his fans, and that can pull you away in a relationship, especially with a lot of singers. They all say that. And I feel in life it encapsulates the idea of a love that was once vibrant and full of potential just fades. And sometimes there's no answer for it. It's just, that's what happens. The acknowledgement that's in this particular song, nos cœurs battent moins forte, our hearts beat less strongly, signifies a recognition of the diminishing passion within the song. But the singer himself insists that c'est moi, c'est moi, which means quand même, which is the title of the song. To love less is still to love, which is a very famous Irish saying as well. So all in all, if I was to just to finish it now, I would say there's a paradox here, which is encapsulating the essence of the song and applying what's learned to a life situation that you could be in at the moment. But remembering the one important thing about love, that love can still persist, as I said before, if you keep the door open. Even when you change in form, when you change and you learn from your experience that was negative, or you learn from your experience of this faded relationship, you change. And what you need to remember is you need to keep positive and change for the better to allow love back in. So that's the song, that was the video, that was my summary, and that was today's artist. He should be back. I hope you too will be as well, and if so, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. I came back from my break because artists always pull me back to my channel. I say I'm going to take a break and not come back, but it's very hard when you've got songs and videos to share with the world. I hope you agree. Take care.